Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. So I have an update on my preamp project. So I got this transformer from eBay bargain. I pay I think a total of £8 on, and was with two secondary winding. So one was having 12 volts AC and the other one it was 38 volts AC. So I hope that you saw my shorts video when I undo the winding and then I finally made it, because now what I have here, so I have two kind of copper, a bit thicker and a bit thinner. They come like that. So the thinner was 12 volts and the thicker was 38 volts. So now I remade the winding. So I have from this end to this end 12 volts, and from this end to this end 15 volts. Same I have also here, from here to here 12, and from here to here 15. So 12 it will gonna power the headphone amplifier and 15 will gonna power the preamplifier. Same I did with the thinner wire to have the 5 volts from here to here and 6 volts from here to here, 5 from here to here and 6 from here to here. So this one it will gonna be transformer which power my project preamplifier. I also designed the PCB board for the power supply that it will gonna be separate from the PCBs for the preamplifier and amplifier, headphone amplifier that will gonna be in that chassis. So let me show you how it looks like. Okay, so this is the schematic which I draw. So I have here one input of 12 volts. This is the second input of 12 volts. They come through this two separate bridge rectifier, two separate smoothing capacitors. This is the positive voltage regulator, the negative voltage regulator, and then is coming positive, ground and negative. Then we have the same, because see the common wire that I say that I have an output for 12 and then an output for 15 is doing the same over here. Two bridge rectifiers and then smoothing capacitor, 15 volts positive regulated voltage and 15 negative, and is coming positive, ground and negative. And then I have also this power supply for 5 volts which it will gonna power the Bluetooth module inside the chassis. Here I have the PCB board which is in transit. I don't receive it yet, so I'm waiting to get it. And here a quick 3D view on how it will gonna look the final board. So I can see here is the 12 volts with the more smoothing capacitor because it's powering the amplifier, headphone amplifier, and need more smoothing because it's more current consuming because it's amplifier. Then I have the 5 volts in the middle over here and the 12 volt, the 15 volts over here for the preamplifier, which is more than enough, 4700 microfarad. Here I have 4000, 4000, 4000, 4000, so I have more microfarads for the headphone amplifier. And I have also this tone correction which I ordered on one of my mailbag videos, which I'm really lucky because the spacing of the potentiometers are the same spacing on the chassis. So this means I can solder straight away the potentiometers over here and mount it on the front panel. And I have all the parts, and what I'm going to do is to solder these few components and put together this board on this video as well. So we're gonna have a quick build because there is only few components involved on this build. So I'm gonna start with some capacitors over here. So let's get a pair because they almost all of them in pairs. Let me test quick to see what these capacitors say, the value of this capacitor. So we have 222 nanofarads according with this component tester over here. Let's have a look the pair, if it's okay, because you know I'm always testing. So it's this 211, so there is no other option. So 224 on this board, where they coming, so looks like they are here. So we have one and the second one over here, the 224. And maybe I'm gonna do it this way because I don't want to properly stay flat on the board. I want to stay a bit rise it up. So maybe I can just give a quick solder to one end solder over here. Okay, and now we can let it drop a bit. Yeah, is the perfect size that I want. And now we can solder the other side, the other pin. That's perfect. Let's put the second 224 over there. And then we give quick solder to only one pin. Okay, it's a bit higher than the other one, so we can push it a bit in, just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, now is the perfect alignment. Let's solder also to other pin, and let's give another touch to this one to be a good one. Then next capacitors, I have 223, 4 pieces, and 222. So let's get the 222 first. It should be 2.2 nanofarads according with the code. And according with the code it says 2055 picofarads. So yeah, 2 nanofarads. Let's have a look the other one to make sure it's good as well. So the next one is 2.3, so there is a bit of tolerance between them. So I'm gonna do also with this one the same type. So I'm gonna give a solder to one pin, and then gonna set up the right distance from the PCB, and then I'm gonna solder the other pin. So let's do quick. Let's set up the right distance. Yeah, I can do that one. Okay, let's solder the other end. And we have the next one, which is this. And let's do in the same way. We solder one end, we set up the height from the PCB, and then we solder the other end. Okay, so let's let him drop a bit down. Yeah, it's all about there. Let's solder the other end also. That's perfect. And now let's do those 4, that is 2 to 3 capacitors. So this mean is 22 nanofarads. So let's have a look. So yeah, 2147. Next one. Give us 22, actually 21 nanofarads, it says the tester. Next one is, this is 23, and the last one 2130. Okay, so they could be alright. So let's put them in, and I'm gonna do in the same way as I say. I'm gonna put one, set up the height from the PCB, and then solder the other pin. So I'm gonna go quick through these ones. And here we go, the capacitors are all in. I now need to go with few resistors. So let's start with these ones to see which value are they. So according with my tester are 543 ohm, strange measurement, 543 ohm. Let's measure also the pair to make sure that is the same. This is 501. They are not at all on the same range. There is a really high tolerance between them. Yeah, there is a bit of tolerance. Anyway, this is what we have, this is what we put here. So the 510 ohm, I can see that we have 2 of them that they need to come over here. one, and the second one. And we can give them a quick solder to this one. Only one pin like that, then I'm gonna solder all of them. Let's see next pair what they are. So I think this one is another pair. So let's quick see with the tester what is the value of this one. So it definitely is not doing a good contact. So this one says that is 100 ohm. Let's see also if this one is same 100 ohm. Yeah, so 100 ohms, they are just at the edge over here. So this is one and this is the second one, and we can give quick a solder to just only one pin to hold them in place. Yeah, that's good. Then let's see this pair what they are. So this pair again doesn't do a good contact, so maybe I need to put from there to there. Like that it's gonna be better contact right now. So this one, it says that it's 4.7 kilo ohm according with the tester. Let's have a look if the pair is doing the same. So the pair, same, 4.7 kilo ohm. So 4.7 kilo ohm, they goes just right here. There is two of them that they goes just next to each other. So this is one over here, and this should be the second one over here, just right there. A quick one pin solder to just hold in place to don't fall down the resistors while I'm doing the other ones. Oh, they should be right there. Then let's see this pair. What's the value of this pair? And this pair is 1.5k according with the tester. The pair is 1.5k, so 1.5k is just over here in the middle. So let's get them in. Okay, a quick solder to just one pin to stay in place the resistor. Then let's get the next pair, which is this one, and let's have a look what is the value. So we have 977 ohms, so should be 1k in this case. Let's see the pair. Yeah, 9800. So 9800, this mean is 9k. Yeah, so this one is the same. So let me see which one are 10k and which one are 1k, because here we have left 10k and 1k, so let's don't mix them much. So this one 975, so this means definitely is 1k. And let's see the other one that measure 971. 900, yeah, so those one are the 1k. So let's put them in. It's there one, and next to it is the second one, and let's give just one pin solder only to hold in place. Then I'm gonna solder all together. Then this one, they should be the 10k, and 10k according with our PCB is just right there. Okay, also this one point solder, and then I can go to solder all of them. Okay, so let's solder all of them. Alright, it was a quick one, definitely. Let's have a quick look to this potentiometer. So it's B, is a B, and is a B, so all are the same. So B50K, so they should go easy here. I want to mention here there is two resistors. They give you some piece of wires like you see in the kit. It's because if you want to attenuate more the signal, you can use a resistor from your stock. They don't provide it. But if you want to leave the attenuation how it is, you just make two jumper wire and put in place of those resistors over there. So we will gonna see if I need resistor or I can go just to jumper when it's time for testing this board. So I have the potentiometers over there. It will gonna be the volume, bass and treble, and let's quick solder these ones. This is a nice PCB. I like the way how they made it with this all ground around here. And the problem is that actually the ground for signal is not that ground that you see around here, all the traces. I think the ground around the traces is like the ground of the chassis, and the ground of the signal is totally the ground of the signal separately from the chassis, which is good, because then between the chassis and between the ground, you can see also in my amplifier project, I use a capacitor and really eliminate totally the hum if there is any ground loop hum. So that's really good that they think about that, the way how they designed the PCB. I really like it this way, because like that I can have that separate ground from the chassis to the actually signal ground, and to be just connected between them with one capacitor. I usually use a 100 nanofarad capacitor. Okay, so the potentiometers are in place, and then here we have some things to do, because there is a pin ground over there that allows you to connect the ground of the potentiometer to that one. So let's do also this connection over here. Okay, that's why they give you these jumper pins, that you do also this one. There is a ground pin over there on the PCB, and you do this one is to, when you touch the potentiometers, to don't have that kind of hum coming in. So that is also a plus for this PCB. I really like that they think about that one as well. And I know also the volume port has that one over there. So there is the hole for the ground, and you just come with this pin and you solder the potentiometer case. Like that you eliminate that hum when you just touch the potentiometer. There we are fine. See these 3 points? It's really nice. Now we can also solder these points. Let me clean a bit the tip of my solder iron. It's taking more heat because it's all the ground, and that looks alright. Let's short also this excess leads over here, and let's give another better touch to those ones, because they was moving and now they are fixed and they will not move, and I can give a better soldered point over there. Yeah, it's much better. And this one also another retouch. And our PCB board for the tone correction is ready. So let's give a quick clean with the isopropanol with IPA, and we are done. A little alcohol over there. Take the brush, give a good scrub to remove the excess of the rosin core. One more touch and we should be alright. Yeah, so that we're gonna do. And here we go. This is how this tone correction board looks finished. I really like it, and I like also that matching the spacers between the potentiometer with the chassis that goes in. So that is a plus. And this was the quick update on this preamplifier project. So I have the tone correction ready to install on the chassis. I am waiting for the PCB board from the power supply to receive and to start building. And then definitely I'm gonna do a try outside the chassis to make sure that everything is working fine, and then I'm gonna install everything in chassis. If you have any question about this little tone correction, and also about my power supply design PCB which I done and schematic. Please let your comments down below. And this was all the content for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and activate notification bell to be notified when I'm gonna do the next step, the power supply, when I'm gonna receive the board. And until the next video, guys, have a good day and bye bye.